Welcome back, beer tubers. Ryan here with another episode of San Diego Beer Vlog. Gonna look at, I think, my second to last beer I got from Chad in our trade. It's from Brown's, and this is their whiskey barrel porter, whiskey barrel aged porter. Sorry, Brown's Brewing out of Troy, New York. I think that's actually where Jay is. This is a 5.75% beer, which is a really small beer to barrel age, especially a porter. But hopefully they put, a good amount of hops in there, and I think Chad said it was a relatively fresh bottle. I hope there's some good barrel character on it. Let's get it poured out. I'm just drinking this slightly cooled down, probably sitting at about 55 degrees right now. Okay. Didn't pour out very dark. Definitely looks like a porter. It's really dark brown. Seeing a lot of mahogany colors, reddish tinges around the side of the glass. Very dark brown. Head's about a finger. Really light brown, kind of tan head on there. A lot of small bubbles. I wonder if this is bottle condition, but let's get the aroma on it. Yeah, definitely picking up some barrel character. Some vanilla, some oak. Getting a lot of chocolate notes on there for sure. Some kind of darker fruit notes. Maybe maybe they're just yeast esters. Some of that kind of generic, kind of going into like a raisiny, kind of like rum-soaked raisin kind of thing going on. But let's give it a taste. Cheers. Oh, that's nice. It's very light. Getting a lot of vanilla on the back end. I mean, body-wise, when you're used to barrel-aged beer, usually they're much thicker than this, but wow, this drink's nice. It's, this is like a sessional barrel-aged dark beer, which you don't see a lot of, so some good flavors in there. Let's get some more of them. Up front, I get a lot of that fruitiness, so it's picking up in the nose. Definitely like a berry note in there. Sort of, kind of like a darker cherry, maybe coming from some oxidation from the barrels possibly, I don't know, either that or some dark caramel malts or maybe even some yeast esters. A little bit of like a raisin character, big sweetness up front. Then the back end, kind of the darker malts come into play. They say they hop it with Cascade and Willamette hops. So maybe some hop bitterness plays in the end, and it finishes really nice, clean. That's where a lot of the barrel character shows up, a lot of lingering vanilla notes. I will say the more I drink it, the more I wish the carbonation level was a little lower. It's kind of looking, it's a pretty clear beer, and I can see a good amount of carbonation in there. So I'm going to try to swirl this thing up and get some more out of it. The more I drink on this, the more I pick up a lot of like caramel bready malt characteristic in it. Kind of like a malt ball, because you also get a good amount of chocolate in there. Touch of roast on the back end, not a whole lot present. Some of those oak tannins sort of play in there, and it ends up sort of tasting a little bit like a milkshake. I mean, 5.75%. You can't taste, smell any of the alcohol in there. And I wonder if they start this beer around 5%, it picks up about that extra 3/4% from the actual whiskey that's in the barrel. There isn't a whole lot of actual whiskey flavor. I mean, it kind of works a little bit in the back end. There, you get a touch of that, maybe working in a little bit with some of the caramel notes. I do like the balance on it. It's really sweet up front, but then the bitterness comes in midway through and helps balance things out. So it's really balanced, and it's got some pretty good complexity. It is a low ABV beer, so I give them a lot of credit for throwing such a low ABV porter into some barrels, and I'm enjoying this one. It's really nice. I'm gonna go A- with it. I definitely recommend checking it out if you can get a fresher bottle, because I think with a beer like this, you don't really want it to age. You want to drink it fresh when that barrel character is really fresh. Get a lot of that vanilla and oak character on there, even some hot bitterness in there. It's a really nice barrel-aged, small ABV barrel-aged porter. So thanks for Chad for sending this one out here, and please comment and subscribe. Until next time, cheers.